Hey there everyone, it's KYN and welcome back to my Let's Play of Holiday Lemmings 1994 for Macintosh. So last time I completed both of the 1994 ranks, Frost and Hail, and so with that we are going to be doing the bonus 1993 levels from Holiday Lemmings 1993. Yeah, which means we're just going to be doing the final two ranks of Holiday Lemmings 1994 here. Yeah, because as mentioned, these are just simply the 32 levels from Holiday Lemmings 1993. Yeah, they're included as a bonus, yeah, for Holiday Lemmings. For Holiday Lemmings 1994. And so, yeah, don't fret if you haven't been able to play Holiday Lemmings 1993 because you'll be able to play these levels in Holiday Lemmings 1994. You just need to play the final two ranks, yeah, of the game here. But there is something that does distinguish between both Holiday Lemmings games here, and that is Holiday Lemmings 1993. If you decide to play through that, then it will actually use Christmas tunes. Yeah, you will hear Christmas music playing on the levels instead of what you're hearing in the Let's Play here, which is just the Ohno Lemmings music tracks. But yeah, quite honestly, I didn't even know about Macintosh just playing all 6 of the Ohno Lemmings tracks, yeah, instead of the first 3, like they do on the Amiga/DOS. So that's something new that I learned. But it's good to know that that's what happens, though. So yeah, so I don't really need to worry about or need to wonder about that anymore. So yeah, everything's practically going like more smoothly than when I played both the DOS and Amiga versions of the 1994 levels. But yeah, it just all depends if I just happen to maybe screw up the placements of builders or whatnot. But yeah, I seem to have gotten a lot better at knowing where to put them. But those are just the 1994 levels. For the 1993, it may be different, but I have been playing a lot of, Lemmings, Oh No More Lemmings, and Holiday Lemmings lately. So yeah, maybe by then I've gotten to the point where I don't really need to like restart the levels several times anymore. Not unless I'm like rising to the challenge and like trying to go for like save alls or something like that. Yeah, for those that I haven't done so, or or have not ever done that. But yeah, we shall see though, and I think I will certainly know which ones, yeah, that should be 100%able, and yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up the Let's Play of Holiday Lemmings 1994 here. Yeah, by once again doing the bonus 32 levels for Holiday Lemmings 1993. And so once I get through those, then yeah, the Holiday Lemmings 1994 Let's Play for Macintosh is done. And pretty interesting considering that I just finished my Let's Play of Macintosh Oh No More Lemmings earlier in the day. Well, several hours earlier. From yesterday, as a matter of fact. Yeah, because yeah, I finished recording my Let's Play that yesterday, so Wednesday, and now it's Thursday. Yeah, a little past 1:30 in the morning here. And you will even see that on the clock as well. Yeah, when you watch the video. So anyway, yeah, with all that being said, let's go ahead again to the Let's Play now. But yeah, I just realized I need to make sure that I need to enable faster here. And then I also need to change the difficulty rating to the first of the 1993 one, which is Flurry. So let's go ahead and begin. Alright, first up, Flurry 1, climbing to the top. If I'm not mistaken, this is even a track that plays on the Amiga version of this game too. So it's pretty interesting how it all works out. Yeah, despite the fact that Macintosh uses all 6 of the Oh No More music tracks rather than just the first 3, like on Amiga. Alright, Flurry 2, Floating Lemming Flurry. Yeah, these first 2 levels are pretty ironic in that, like, you don't need to, like, ever use the skill that's mentioned in the level title in order to complete them. So in the previous level, yeah, it mentions climbing, but ironically, they give you plenty of the other skills as well. Yeah, so that you don't even need to, like, solve them solve the level by just making them climbers. Yeah, you could just, for example, build to get over the top. Similarly for this one, yeah, you don't have to make them floaters. Yeah, despite what the title says, the level title says. You could just do this, for example. But I did make one lemming floater, but yeah, I could have just made him join the pit as well by like delaying him with some other skill. Flurry 3, holiday mining. So yeah, make that 3. This one mentions mining. Yeah, you don't even need to use a miner. So the first 3 are pretty ironic here. In the level title, that is. Yeah, this of course can just be complete with just 2 bashers. I just decided to simply do a bit more than that. So yeah, as you can see, pretty much so far, these levels are pretty similar to the first rank of Holiday Lemmings 1994. Flurry 4, Lemming tracks in the snow. And ironically, another level, which you could just solve with 2 bashers. So yeah, basically the Flurry rank is to the Frost rank. I guess that's easy to remember, considering that they both start with the letter F. And because they're the first ranks of the game that they come from, yeah, and they're the easier of the rank, yeah. While the second rank of both games are the harder of the rank. It's the harder of the 2. Or rather, are the harder of the 2. Yeah, and I just figured, since this will be the final video for the Let's Play of Holiday Lemmings 1994 for Macintosh, I was like, I might as well just get it out of the way. Yeah, just so I don't have to worry about it later on. Flurry 5, Christmas south of the equator. And pretty much when that happens, it's on December 25th. Yeah, just like it is in the Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, which is north of the equator. But when that happens, it is summer in the Southern Hemisphere. Because, yes, summer in the Southern Hemisphere is the winter in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you know, it's pretty ironic since, like, when the Southern Hemisphere celebrates Christmas, there's no snow any day because it's summer over there. Flurry 6, Lemming Snowfall. I am thinking they probably fixed the steel on this level. Yeah, for Macintosh. Yeah, so we know in the Amiga version, it's not possible to go through the steel. But I am wondering, is it possible on the Macintosh? No, it is not. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that it was not possible, or it's not possible. As a matter of fact, there were even a couple of things that I did not show off in the in my Macintosh Ohno Snow Lemmings Let's Play. In particular, yeah, on YO12, the one-way wall is fake, so therefore you can go through it in the wrong direction. And similarly, yeah, for Havoc 14, yeah, one of the one-way walls is also fake. As I was just reminded of a video that I saw, yeah, of a playthrough of the Macintosh version of the Lemmings games. So it includes Lemmings, Ohno Lemmings, and Holiday Lemmings. Yeah, which is what I'm doing right now. Yeah, because I've already completed my Let's Play of the first two. Yeah, Lemmings and Ohno Lemmings. Yeah, and regarding Havoc 20, I believe that's where the remark of Havoc 20 might be impossible on the Macintosh came from. Yeah, and indeed, in the video, in the complete walkthrough of Macintosh Lemmings, the user does not complete Havoc 20 successfully, and even writes in the video description that it's like an impossible level, which therefore prevents you from completing Ohno Lemmings on the Macintosh. Well, I'll be more than happy to link the user to my Ohno Lemmings Let's Play, yeah, for the Macintosh, yeah, when I post it to my channel in like a day or so. As a matter of fact, I even saw like another user who I believe is pretty well acquainted with the Lemmings community. I think it's like Valentin. Yeah, I think that's their username. Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they commented on the Macintosh Lemmings walkthrough video. Yeah, like a week ago. I think I can oblige with a reply and tell them, oh hey, I remember seeing you on some plenty of other Lemmings videos. Yeah, that are on YouTube. And I believe they even showed off some of their custom levels that they made. Yeah, I think for like pretty different engine, because there's like one called like Lemons, so Lemmin. Yeah, I think that's what their level is for. Yeah, I'll have to check if I can find it, of course. Flurry and Lemmings Snowjourn. Another one of those levels where you have to wait for a long bashing section if you decide to go that route, of course. I mean, I suppose an alternative is that you could just simply build over everything, but I think that will take just as long, though. Okay, and they can walk across this just fine as well. Yeah, I didn't check yet, but I'm really thinking there's just simply some like really tiny piece of something that's allowing them to walk across just fine. Either that or that part of the graphic is considered solid. Like maybe it's just some kind of shaded in part of the terrain piece. Yeah, so that it's rendered solid. So therefore they get across just fine while falling between the openings. Yeah, like they do on Amiga/DOS. Alrighty, Flurry 8, Clouds of Lemmings. Yeah, this level is the exact same as Amiga's. Yeah, it's the DOS version that replaces this level. Yeah, it gets replaced with Vacation in Gemland. Yeah, which is the only level in Holiday Lemmings 1993 that is not in the Xmas graphic set. Yeah, instead it is in the Ohno rock set. Yeah, as for why DOS replaces this level, I honestly have no idea. And I don't think anyone knows either. And yeah, I kind of had the feeling that Macintosh's Flurry 8 is the same as Amiga's, considering that Macintosh practically follows Amiga in everything. Yeah, with level stats and except for the maximum number of lemmings, yeah, where it's 80 on Macintosh, but Amiga for Amiga it's 100. But other than that, yeah, all other level stats are the same. Yeah, time limit, save requirement, yeah, everything. Although, yeah, the only things that will change is just for levels where on the Amiga the maximum number is 100. Yeah, instead, Macintosh will calculate the save, or rather, how much you need to save, the number of lemmings you need to save. Yeah, that will be our 80 instead, which will therefore change the number to be saved to be different from Amiga's. But other than that difference, yeah, Macintosh and Amiga are exactly identical. Yeah, in all the stats. And then I suppose the other difference is, yeah, again, Macintosh uses all 6 of the Ohno music tracks for the Holiday Lemmings 1994 game. Yeah, whereas Amiga Holiday Lemmings 1994 only uses the first 3 Ohno tracks, Ohno music tracks. But yeah, either way, the Amiga and Macintosh version of Flurry 8 is very easy, while DOS's on the other hand is way harder than this level, because it's practically a limited skill set level. Yeah, with like pretty much only one solution. And I guess in a way, there's kind of like only one solution here as well. Well, just in regards to the building to get to the exit, but how to contain the crowd, yeah, that's up to you. Flurry 9, a block from home. So yeah, the terrain on the left side is the exact same as on Amiga's. Yeah, because on DOS it's like several snowballs that like touch, yeah, at like around the corners and stuff. Yeah, let's just tunnel underneath to like get these others out. Oh, he was missing to the left, no wonder. Yeah, that's why he wasn't bashing. Or, yeah. that, and that's why he couldn't bash. So he was right where the steel was. Alrighty, Flurry 10, 32 lemmings below 0. Uh-oh. Yeah, I nearly got it at the right spot. Alrighty, Flurry 11, at home in the cave. Alright, Flurry 12, Presence of Mind. Okay, I did not expect that to happen. Yeah, gotta watch those bashers. They're a lot sneakier than you think they are on the Macintosh. Alternatively, you could just simply have them all take the left exit. Alrighty, Flurry 13, Yo-Yo Lem Lem. And now the 3 straggler lemmings. Alrighty. Flurry 14, Marshmallow Land. Oh, and there's a hole here, in which they can get into the eyeball. Or the eye. And it's just like... yeah, it's just like the ghost dog from Nightmare Before Christmas. Alrighty, Flurry 15, head for the hills! Yeah, I suppose it might still be possible to like stack builders on top of each other so that, yeah, it creates a wall high enough to turn the others around. But it seems to be a lot harder to do so, yeah, on the Macintosh version, because yeah, that vertical part of the terrain is not here. Yeah, it's instead a slope. Alrighty, and finally, Flurry 16, the long way around. Yeah, I managed to screw that up. And no, not like that. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why I'm going out that way. Oh, whoops. And now he failed to turn around. Alrighty. So with the completion of Flurry, that brings us to the next rank, which is Blizzard. So Blizzard 1, Ogie Lemming. So reference to Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, the main villain, yeah, of the film. So yeah, to start off the rank, it's somewhat of a long level. Excuse me. I actually do believe these last two pillars are survivable. But, man, just to be sure. Alrighty. So moving on to Blizzard 2, Lemmings Up High. Yeah, pretty similar in concept to Heaven Can Wait, we hope. Yeah, Taxing 3 from Lemmings 1. My main criticism with this level is just, yeah, they could just make it, like a bit less tight on the space. No, I suppose you could just simply make a digger pad underneath the entrance. Yeah, they should be fine. Yeah, they shouldn't spatter or anything. As long as you stop the digger early, and there's plenty of time and leeway to do so. Because it will take quite a while before they start splatting. But overall, yeah, this is a shorter level than the previous one. A far shorter one. Okay, with that, you have 2 builders, and essentially 2 chances to get them out. And there we go. And yeah, the exit's definitely closer than the one on Taxing 3. Alright, Blizzard 3. Check your hints. Yeah, and this is referring to checking your hints in the manual for the game. Yeah, and I forgot to max out the release right here. Yeah, soon after the level starts. But yeah, it refers to checking the manual for, I'm pretty certain the Holiday Lemmings 1993 game. Yeah, because in the manual, it tells you which of these is the correct exit. Because among these 13 exits, all of them are fake except one. And unless you read the manual, it'll probably take you a very long time before you stumble upon the correct one. Yeah, and if you read the manual, it will tell you that the correct exit is the one, the 7th one from the right. But if you think about it, because there's 13 exits, 7 from the left is also correct, which equates it to mean that it's in the exact middle. Yeah, I maxed out the release rate too late here, so that's my fault. Okay, it seems that the countdown just gets removed when you jump into the exit. Yeah, and even without reading the manual, there is apparently also a visual difference, yeah, between the fake exits or among the fake exits and the real one. And it should be present in here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, because if you look at the candles itself, yeah, there's a difference there. There's more brown, while on the fake ones, yeah, there's very little brown. There's like just a speck of brown, and that's it. So yeah, it's essentially like playing Spot the Difference. Did our other lemming slip out? Even if you did, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we do have some floaters, just in case. Because yeah, if you look at the rest of the exits, yeah, all of them have just have that like speck of brown. Well, the real exit here, yeah, it has a lot more brown in the candles. Blizzard 4, Santa's Lemming Us. You know, I suppose it doesn't really matter. There's like one other lemming with the digger. Yeah, he like just barely mixed it across. Which is one builder. Yeah, they'll eventually all find a way to the exit. Alrighty. Blizzard 5. It came upon a lem night clear. Pretty straightforward level. Just, you know, build over the gaps. Yeah, bash through the obstacle in the middle. then just build the crowd out. And also build to get up to the exit. Alright, and still have 3 builders, although I wasted 1 of them. Yeah, if you really wanted to guarantee that they'll go out in the right direction, then, you know, just make 1 bridge to the right. Yeah, before it starts flooding, the area starts flooding with lemmings. It's not necessary, but it will make things easier later on. Or, of course, you can just simply watch for the most recent spawn lemming from the entrance. Blizzard 6, a single lemming. At least it's Macintosh does seem to use the exact same. Most recent lemming from the entrance is the one that gets priority for skill assignments. Certainly for those on Amiga, yeah, they have that. This one, quite honestly, is a really silly level. Yeah, it's just a bash and you're done. Should also be possible to just take the left side of the low by digging down and then bashing. Yeah, once you're low enough so that the fall is survivable. Yeah, and we're just a little past the 1 hour mark of recording time. Alrighty, Blizzard 7, break on through. Yeah, and you notice the skills at 12/25, 1993. So Christmas Day, year 1993. And I don't think the release rate has anything to do with the date. Yeah, there's the brown dots again. Yeah, kind of like on Rendezvous 2. Yeah, I mean, clicking, I just don't know why it has not been building. Alrighty. Yep, and there we go. I guess it's just like a lot easier to like break on through around this area. Eurodao is just like greatly simplified for the Macintosh version. Because I think I remember it being a bit more complicated than this on Amiga/DOS. Like, I was practically out of builders. Here, I still have plenty to spare. Alrighty, and now the halfway point, Blizzard 8, Presence of Mind 2. So, another sequel though. But, unlike the New Year levels, the Presence of Minds are in different ranks. Yeah, the original was in the previous rank, the sequel is right here. Yeah, in the next rank. Yeah, so I guess the Macintosh has a different snowman graphic. Or rather, a different snowman piece. Yeah, that's pretty much it. With a builder and a bastard to spare. Oh! Okay, apparently they made a wall there. Because normally they can just walk up this snowy hill, yeah, just fine. Yeah, on like other parts, but on Macintosh apparently they cannot. So no, just make that with a builder to spare only. I do see some like steel blocks. It might be, this one might be steel as well. So yeah, maybe it's to they really wanted to prevent you from having the right entrance, take the right exit. And instead you have to get them all to the left exit. Get both entrances to the left exit. That really seems to be what they intended here. Yeah, whereas for the wall that is here, yeah, who knows, but yeah, it possibly does look intentional to like add another obstacle to the level, and like maybe just like someone increase the difficulty. Yeah, I almost realized too late that that is such an obstacle right there. Yeah, I only noticed it when I saw them turning around rather than going up that hill, being able to get up that hill. Alrighty, Blizzard 9, Lemmings, the motion picture. Yeah, this is another very long and boring level. But you know, we have we're in the second half of the rank, and um 7 more levels to go after this. So yeah, it's just like that. And a Happy New Year level. The Merry Xmas and a Happy New Year level. Only this time it's like more building. Yeah, rather than a mix of both building and making your way through terrain. So needless to say, this is a way less interesting level than the Merry Xmas level. I'm thinking that DMA was aware that there were a lot of long, boring building levels, and so they couldn't resist and had to throw one in for the Holiday Lemmings games. Yeah, like at least one. Yeah, still one more gap to go across and 2 more platforms to make. Although, I'll be honest, this is going a bit faster than I remembered. Like, it's not taking as long as I thought. Alrighty. One more spot one to make, and with 8 builders to do so. Uh-oh. Right, I think that was the same mistake that I made from last time. Yeah, like, I thought he was a climber, but he is not. Alrighty. So, finally made it. Now I just need to wait for them to all make it to the exit. Alrighty, onwards to Blizzard 10, the Wrath of Them, a much, much shorter level. Oh no! So yeah, that's already it. And one level closer to the finish. Alrighty, Blizzard 11, The Search for Lem. Yeah, bridge stretching to the max here. And no, you need to be able to get across that with just one builder. They really leave absolutely no leeway whatsoever. Because, yeah, they don't give you extras. So this is a very unforgiving level. Yeah, like that. And you pretty much have to be right at the edge each time. See? He made it to the steel brick on the final builder brick. So, this is a very punishing level. Yeah, this level is like, in a way, definitive proof that DMA design is aware that you can stretch bridges. As a matter of fact, I think even some tips in the game manuals mention stretching bridges, so yeah. So even before Holiday Lemmings, yeah, the Lemmings creators are aware of bridge stretching. And yeah, one more builder to go. So as you can see, you cannot waste the builders whatsoever here. Yeah, and we just barely made it on the final builder brick. So yeah, like I said, it's a very unforgiving level. Yeah, and even when you get all the building correct, yeah, you still have to bash them out in the right direction. So this level takes no prisoners. No, I guess in fairness, all the levels, yeah, so far haven't been like super hard. But I think for this level though, it's more a case of the solution is obvious, but the execution can be super painful. Blizzard 12, The Voyage Home. Yeah, and another super long, agonizingly long and painful level to wait for Lemmings to make it through. Alrighty, let's see. I think we probably will want about here. Nope, it looks like I'm off. So, let's try again. And I think that's right on target, actually. Yeah, got it. Now to just wait for all the others to reach the exit, which will take a very long time. Yeah, especially for these 5. But if I'm not mistaken, though, this is the final, like, really long level of the game. So luckily, I think the rest will go by a lot faster. Alright, everyone's in. Now just for these 5. And they have a long way to go. It's pretty similar to, like, No Problem for Ohno Lemmings, where, yeah, once you're done with the route, yeah, then it's just a long walk to the exit. But this one takes it like 2 or 3-fold. Yeah, still a long way to go, and there's still only about halfway through at the bottom layer. Yeah, with the distance they still have to cover, yeah, I would still say it's going to end with still about a little over 3 minutes to spare. But that probably doesn't seem likely. Okay, they almost could have made it with a little over 3 minutes to spare, but no, not quite. So, almost, but no dice. Alrighty, moving on. Blizzard 13, the final frontier. A pretty difficult level. Although, luckily here you can just simply use the standard 2-blocker trap to hold back the crowd. Yeah, it's the building that's pretty difficult here. And you most certainly will have to make sure that you're counting pixels. Because here he should be turning around. And if that happens, you gotta make sure the wall is high enough so that he can't get over it. Because this is another very unforgiving level in that they don't give you extra builders. Yeah, just like the Search for Lem level. Okay, he does not turn around here. Okay, that's interesting. But even then, you still have to dig to get low enough though. Yeah, otherwise he'll just bonk his head before he is able to reach the next cloud platform. Snow cloud platform, you could say. Because, yeah, you need one final builder to reach the exit. So therefore, as you can see, once again, this level does not. This is another level that does not give you extra builders. So therefore, it's one in which you can't waste them. And now, we just have a one of everything skill set except for the blockers. Well, the blockers we started off with 2. But yeah, that's the way to do this level. And only 17 lemmings here. Okay. I don't think I ever noticed that either. These levels sure have pretty interesting lemming counts. Yeah, so maybe interesting, if at times a bit peculiar when it comes to the lemming counts. Yeah, for the levels. Alrighty, Blizzard 14, the Undiscovered Country. So pretty similar to Tricky 28 of Lemmings 1. Yeah, which was called Lost Something? Yeah, it's a hidden exit level. But yeah, The exit here is in the lower left exit, lower left corner. And there it is now. But this one overshoots it a bit, I think. And that's okay, because luckily the steel is going to stop the basher. And it did, so yeah, we're good. But even then, yeah, they still give you plenty of the digging destructive skills. It's meant to be an exploration kind of level, so yeah. Go nuts or something. Alrighty, Blizzard 15, the needs of the mini. Alright, and then unfortunately the rest will need to go splat. Yeah, and I just barely built in the right spot. No, I did not build in the right spot. I take that back. Another one of those things that I just had to screw up. Flashback to Wicked 20, where I just had to mess up that easy single last builder for the level, when I finally got everything else correct for the 100% challenge solution. Something tells me that I might have screwed it up again. And I sure did. Oh goodness, what is going on with me right now? I'm sleepy, that's why. I'm like really tired. But, you know, hang in there. Only one more level after this. Yeah, that should be better. Alrighty. Now to just wait for them to reach the exit and move on to the final level. Yeah, and the font here is green. Yeah, something I just realized. And although the welcome screen was the same thing, yeah, and also the post results and also the low preview screen. Alrighty, and finally, Blizzard 16, the next liberation. Alrighty, let's quickly finish this up. Okay, that's too soon. Yeah, that should be it. No, maybe not. And there's only a builder here, okay. And they don't survive that. Yeah, is it like not survivable at all? Then again, you are allowed to lose a few, so. Okay, there goes one. Yeah, and another. Don't want that to happen. Water blocker prevents the others from proceeding. Alrighty. It is probably right here. No, a little too early, okay. Yeah, so he has to explode in mid-air. Okay, that did the trick. Alrighty, well, I'll take it. And Happy New Year. Oh, you survived, but, well, we did 1, 2. Yeah, that should be correct with the number of losses there. And he actually turns around. That's interesting. Yeah, that's the right amount. Although, I think this wouldn't work for maybe the Holiday Lemmings 1993, because I think you're allowed only 2 losses. Oh, I will definitely know for sure once I'm doing my Let's Play of that, like near the end of the year or something. Alrighty, anyway, we get congratulations. Everybody here at Psygnosis and DMA Design salute you as a superb Lemmings player. You are one of the elite few to see the end of this game. Since you've been persistent enough to see this game through to the very end, we'll let you in on a little secret. The Lemmings are getting bigger. Call for details. Best wishes and happy holidays. Press mouse button to continue. Okay, this is new. I definitely never seen this congratulations message ever. So I guess it's exclusive to the Macintosh version or something. So yeah, this is Macintosh Holiday Lemmings 1994, everyone. And so you've been watching since the beginning. Thank you for doing so, and I hope you enjoyed it. Apologies for the videos being a bit long, but well, yeah, I really wanted to get this done and over with, just because I've been doing a lot of Let's Plays of Lemmings, Oh No More Lemmings, and Holiday Lemmings 1994. And now that this is done, yeah, I think it's time for a long break before I come back to do any more like Let's Plays of these games. Well, not these games, but rather the more games in the Lemmings Holiday Lemmings series. Because yeah, I will be doing the 1991 and 1992 demos, and also Holiday Lemmings 1993, and also a few custom Holiday Lemmings that I found as well. I believe one of them is a 1991, 1992 demo, but I just mentioned that, so okay. Now I forget what it is, but it is another one, like a custom one by like Gaston Splat. Yes, Gaston, but not the one like the same name as the one from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. But Gaston Splat is a completely different person from that Gaston from that Disney film. So I'll be doing that one, and then another one that is a Holiday Lemmings 1994 demo. Yeah, I'll be doing that as well, and those won't be until like near the very end of the year. So like around the Christmas/New Year holidays. And so yeah, it's going to be quite a while until I do them. But yeah, I would definitely need this long break now because now that my Let's Plays are all done and recorded, yeah, there is another port of Lemmings that I would like to stream. And interestingly enough, I was thinking of starting it yesterday, and I did at some point have a very short stream, but I was like, oh, I did not make sure that all the settings were correct in OBS before I started hitting the record stream hotkey. Yeah, that I have in OBS. But yeah, luckily I don't think anyone entered the stream or anything. So yeah, fortunately for me, yeah, it wasn't like a big loss or anything. And plus, it was only about 15-20 seconds in, yeah, that I realized that not everything was right. So yeah, I will probably try it again sometime later today, like hours after I've gotten up. So yeah, once again, Holiday Lemmings 1994, everyone. So with this, take care. Yeah, have a good rest of your day/night, whatever the case is. And I'll see you guys all around for future projects/LPs that I do. And with this, take care and have a great one.